Hey, Mum. Mum? Mum, are you there?
Sorry, darling. I just went to get a little top up.
Yeah, well, could you pull your top up? I can see what you had for breakfast.
No, it doesn't work that way, darling. That's the other end.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Tuck yourself in.
Why, is Steve there?
No.
Look, I'm too old for mini skirts now, more's the pity, but at least the girls are still holding their own. Well, with a little help from M&S.
Oh, have you got an M&S now?
No, of course not. I get them online.
Well, can't you get them from the supermarket? The big one?
The supermarché? Well, they do sell bras there actually, but French women are so teeny tiny, I can barely get my fist in them. Well, it suits them, I suppose. They do look good, wispy little things. But I have to say, I wouldn't be without my girls.
Yeah, all right.
I know they say any more than a handful is a waste, but in my experience, any more than a handful is a bonus. That's what I said to Marie the other day, and she agreed with me.
You talked to Marie?
She takes after me, of course, curvy, whereas you're more, well, stocky like your father.
Stocky?
Well, of course, the Frenchmen aren't used to them at all. We had a little man out last week to fix the pool, and I was in my cosy lying on the sunbed, and his eyes nearly fell out of his head. It was such a giggle.
What's wrong with the pool?
Oh, I don't know. Something to do with the filter? I think Graham said. Anyway, he fixed it. Well, the little man did. I tell you what, they're good over here, the tradesmen. In and out. They get the job done. No fuss and no hairy arse cracks either. Excuse my French.
Was he French?
Who?
Your little man.
I don't think so. An Arab or something, very dark, swarthy. Nice looking, though. I didn't talk to him.
Well, I'm glad you got it fixed.
Well, we had to. I said to Graham, I'm not going without my dip in the morning, and that's that. Not in this heat. I said, if you want me to keep my figure, you need to fix it so I can have my swim. 5 minutes later, he was on the phone, sorting it all out. Men.
Men. Have you changed your hair colour again?
What? Oh, no, that's just the sun, darling.
No, it isn't. You've had highlights put in.
I haven't. It's the sun. And the chlorine from the pool, it's all completely natural.
If you say so. So how are you? What have you been up to?
Oh, not a lot. It's too hot to do anything, really. Well, let's see. I went to the market yesterday morning. I got a fab shawl with little beads on it. It's only €15. Where is it? I thought I had it. Oh, no, I must have left it upstairs. I'll find it and show it to you another time. It's really pretty. What else? Oh, yeah, on Thursday, we went to lunch at Brian and Antoine's. Was that Thursday? Oh, God, I get my days mixed up. No, the lunch must have been on Wednesday. Yeah, that's right, because it was quite a boozy one, as it usually is with Antoine. And Wednesday's my Scrabble evening with Patricia, and I've got my words all wrong. I wanted to spell binge with a J. She got really cross with me. I was such a giggle.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Of course you do. Patricia's the lady across the road. You know, the one with the leg.
All right, I know her. But who are Brian and Antoine?
You must know Brian and Antoine. Brian's an architect and Antoine does something in design. I don't know what. He doesn't speak much English, but he's lovely to look at. And he's great at pouring the wine, bless him. They moved down from Paris 2 years ago.
Well, that's why I don't know them.
Oh, darling, it hasn't been 2 years since...
Yes, it has. Actually, it's been nearer 3.
No, it can't be. Oh, gosh, doesn't time fly when you're having fun? What's that in your hair, darling? Is it gel?
What? Where?
Just at the side there by your ear. No, the other one.
Slime.
You're breaking up, darling. Can you do it again? Is it slime?
It's slime.
Oh, what's that? Look, where are the boys? I want to see them. I've learnt a new song in French that I want to teach them. It's got a couple of rude words in it, but they won't understand them anyway. It's a great tune. Antoine taught it to me.
It's 9:30 here. 10:30 your time.
Yes, I know.
They're in bed, Mum.
What?
They're in bed. You were supposed to call at 8. I let them stay up specially.
Oh, sorry, darling.
They were really disappointed. James wanted to show you the snail he'd made out of plasticine.
Well, I was going to call earlier, but then Graham and I went for a quick swim after dinner and I totally lost track of time. Oh, it's heavenly, the feel of the water on your skin in the warm, scented dusk.
I didn't think you were supposed to swim after eating.
Of course, over here, the kids stay up till all hours. We went to the little fish restaurant in the Place de la Ville last week with Ted and Celia, and we were there till gone midnight, and there were still lots of little kiddywinks running around playing. It was so lovely. I forgot yours get frog marched to bed at 8. Different culture, I suppose.
Just a bit.
Oh, I so wanted to see them. I miss my grandchildren, you know.
They miss you too.
Did James do that?
That? No, that's one of Arthur's.
Really? Isn't he the older one? It's not very good, is it? Is he a bit backward?
Mum?
Well, it's nothing to be ashamed of, darling. What's it supposed to be?
Me?
Oh, yeah, I suppose I can see the resemblance now you say it. Anyway, how are the little darlings? Are they well?
Yeah, they're good. Off school for the summer now and raising hell.
Oh, of course. So they're back with the childminder, the fat one?
No, she's stopped doing that. She started a course. Crystal healing.
Good for her. That's such an underrated form of therapy. She should focus on white quartz. It's very good for weight loss. You tell her I said so.
I'm not telling her that.
I'm not being funny, darling, but it looks like you could use some white quartz too, just around the face, bit jowly.
It's just the camera angle. So anyway, Steve's got them during the day.
Got what?
James and Arthur.
Oh, isn't that nice for him? It's very good of him to take time off work. He's a good dad. I've always said so.
Actually, he hasn't got any work.
What?
He got made redundant a month ago.
Oh dear, what a shame. Never mind, I'm sure he'll find something else soon. He's such a lovely man and he's got a lot of experience. Nil desperandum, as the Italians say.
He's not actually looking.
Why not?
Dunno. He was really angry at first, and then he was depressed, and now he's just gone really snarky and sarcastic. Keeps asking what the bloody point is and saying he should set himself up as a childminder, as that's clearly all he's good for. He's spending hours on social media looking up all the people he hated at school and messaging them to ask how they managed to get such good jobs when they used to eat ants.
Oh dear, the male ego, such a fragile flower. Where is he?
He's in the bedroom.
Well, fetch him out, I'll talk to him.
No, look, Mum.
Look, no offence, darling, but you have never been great at handling men. You just haven't got the knack. Graham, darling, teensy weensy top up, please. No, the Chablis if it's cold. Thank you, mon amour. Look, bring him to me. I'll have him charmed out of his sulks in 10 minutes flat. Go on, get him.
No, Mum, look, you don't understand. We're not really talking at the moment.
Why not?
It's difficult.
You see, this is exactly what I mean, darling. You're going at it all wrong, as usual. He suffered a terrible blow. He needs to talk, and he needs someone to listen to him, to soothe and praise him. He'll be back to his old self again, you'll see.
We're actually having a trial separation.
But he's in the bedroom.
I know. He hasn't found a place yet. I'm sleeping on the sofa.
Well, it's not much of a separation then, is it? You're in a semi, not Buckingham Palace. So long as you're still sharing a toilet, there's hope. Look, don't worry, it'll all work out.
Not sure I want it to.
Don't be silly.
Oh, just think about my life. Get up, make breakfast for me and the kids, drive to work, sit in an office all day, come back, make dinner for us all, sit and watch TV, go to bed. And weekends are just a series of horrible, sticky, soft play centres that smell like nappy. I mean, what do I need Steve for exactly? I can do all that without him. All he does is hog the remote.
No sex?
No sex.
Well, I suppose you could find that elsewhere. You tidied yourself up a bit. Merci beaucoup. I still think you're being silly, darling. Look, cook him a nice meal, put on some wall paint, low-cut top, and turn on the charm. It works every time.
This is not really my style.
No, you take after your father. No imagination. But Davinia, promise me you won't rush into anything. I'm sure you'll regret it if you do. 10 years of marriage and 2 children have to count for something.
25 years of marriage and 2 children didn't seem to count for much when you divorced Dad.
Well, that's not fair. That was very different. You and Marie were grown up. This is Steve we're talking about. He's quite good looking, even if he is losing his hair. It actually suits him, I think. Some men look better bald. It gives them gravitas. And he's so funny. Do you remember that limerick he made up at Kathy's birthday that time? I had us all in stitches. There was an old woman called Annie who had a peculiar...
He didn't make it up on the spot, you know. He wrote it months before. He'd been waiting for the chance to wheel it out.
Well, it was funny anyway. Look, he's steady, reliable, a good provider.
Not at the moment, he isn't.
We got made redundant. That could happen to anyone. Try to be a little more understanding, Davinia.
I am understanding.
Look, you may not think it right now because you've had a silly tip, but your Steve is a bit of a catch. You're lucky to have him. I think he's worth fighting for.
And Dad wasn't.
Oh, don't be so silly.
I saw him, you know, last weekend.
Did you now?
He's really miserable, Mum.
Well, of course he is. He's always miserable. He adores being miserable.
He's got a cough. It's on his lungs.
And if it wasn't that, it would be something else. He collects diseases. He goes looking for them. The more revolting, the better. He loves them more than he ever loved me.
Of course he loved you. He hasn't had anyone in his life since he left.
Well, only because no one else would have him, sensible lot.
Can you not give him a call, Mum? It would do him so much good to hear from you.
No.
Oh, come on, Mum. It's not much to ask.
No, it is actually.
Oh, Mum.
You listen to me, Davinia. That part of my life is over. Over. Do you hear? 25 years I had of that man. 25 years. And in all that time, he never told me I was special. He never told me I was beautiful. He only told me he loved me twice. Once on our wedding day and once when he won the pools.
That's not Dad's style.
No, it's not. And do you know whose style it is? Graham's. He
I know. He treats you like a princess.
Well, he does.
You've swapped the pools for a pool.
Look, don't you take that tone with me, Missy. It's not about money. Graham's my knight in shining armour and I love him very much. Graham? Any more of those olives? No, not the black ones, the little brown ones with the tomato bits from the market. And anyway, I've earned this. Don't you think I have? I mean, drudge all those years looking after that nasty little house with its nasty little garden, looking after you girls.
Were we nasty too?
No. Well, not nasty exactly, but you weren't easy. You especially, darling. Covered in muck all the time, never wanting to wear a pretty dress. Going to the supermarket, going to the tip, hosting his boring bloody friends from the Rotary Club.
Yes, all right, you've earned this. But just think about it. Dad's still in that nasty little house all on his own.
Well, whose fault's that? He should have tried harder to keep me, but that's him all over, isn't it? No energy, no drive. No, not you, darling. Talking about Malcolm. You've got lots of drive. Oh, thank you, my hero. Gracias. Look, he's not your responsibility either, you know. He's a grown man.
I know. I just don't like thinking of him all on his own with his cough.
Oh, my God, here we go. You're just like him, you know, like two peas in a bloody pod. It's not enough that you're miserable. You have to share it around, bring everyone else down. Coughs, separations, redundancy. It's a catalogue of misery. Look, it's a beautiful evening. We've got wine, we've got olives. The weather is fabulous. Why can't we just be happy just for a little while?
It's raining here, and I don't like olives.
You know what you are? You're a fun sponge. Jilly Cutter taught me that. Isn't it a wonderful expression? But it's what you are. You're a fun sponge.
I've got a lot going on.
We've all got a lot going on, darling, but we don't all sit around wailing and gnashing our teeth. Remember your Auntie Susan, how bad she was when Bob died? Proper Looney Tunes for a while, talking to her ornaments. But look at her now.
She's on antidepressants.
And she's better, that's what I'm saying.
She's still Looney Tunes, and I don't want to go on antidepressants.
You don't have to, darling. That was just an example. No, you should take a leaf out of Marie's book.
Oh, not again.
When bad things happen to her, she doesn't sit around moping, does she? She takes a bit of her time when she gets her hair done, she buys new lipstick, and then she bounces right back up again. She takes after me.
And when exactly have bad things happened to Marie?
Well, she's divorced too, remember? You don't have a monopoly on bad relationships, you know.
Yeah, but Mark was an arsehole.
Language, Davinia?
She never loved him, and they didn't have any kids, and she got the house.
It was still very emotionally traumatic for her. Divorce always is. More so than moving house, apparently.
Traumatic? She wasn't traumatised, she was chuffed to bits.
On the surface, darling, on the surface. That's what I'm saying. That's the power of positive thinking. She took all her sadness, all her bitterness, and she just blew it away.
Shopped it away, more like.
We all have our coping mechanisms, darling, and Marie has always had lovely taste. The dress she wore to her divorce party was just gorgeous. What are you wearing?
When?
Now.
Jeans and a t-shirt.
I thought as much. It's no wonder Steve doesn't want to talk to you.
We're not separating because I wear t-shirts.
But it doesn't help, does it, darling? It looks like you can't be bothered to make an effort for him anymore.
Well, I can't.
Well, exactly. I mean, how must he feel? I mean, how would you feel if he decided to lie around the house all day in baggy grey wife fronts?
That's pretty much what he is doing.
Oh, dear, poor Steve, he must be in a bad way. Well, you need to lead by example then. Spruce yourself up. You've got good bone structure underneath the fat, and you look quite passable when you try. And if Steve doesn't notice, well, maybe somebody else will. That'd soon wake him up.
I'm not going to have an affair.
Well, I never said that, did I? God, you always go off at the deep end. I'm talking about a nice little flirtation. Vivian, who has the big house off the Place de la République, her husband wasn't paying her enough attention, so she went off for a couple of cosy dinners with the charming Frenchman who runs the local winery. Anyway, she's got a new car now.
I don't want a new car.
Of course you do. Anyway, that's not the point I was making.
What point are you trying to make exactly, Mum?
Oh, it's all about psychology. You're not going to fix your life and your marriage if you look and feel like a bad lady, are you? So here's my advice to you. Stop moping. Stop wearing grotty old t-shirts. Stop worrying about old men with phlegmy chests. Take a bit of you time. Wash your hair. Put on some makeup and get out there and have fun. Like Marie. No, I'm not talking to you. Shush.
Who's that?
It's nobody. It's just Graham.
No, it's not.
Darling,
She's there, isn't she?
who?
Marie.
Of course not.
Yes, she is. Marie. Marie.
Look, she just popped over for a flying visit, darling. Spur of the moment thing.
So why didn't you tell me?
Because I knew you'd get like this. You've always been very jealous.
I'm not bloody jealous. Marie?
Hiya!
Hi, Marie.
Oh, you look like crap.
Now, Marie, Davinia's going through a bad time. Okay, be nice.
Oh, excellent. Gosh, what's going on?
Steve's been made redundant.
Oh, boring.
And we're splitting up.
Oh, no. Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, but it took you ages to get a husband. How are you going to get another one?
I'm not looking for another one. I haven't divorced this one yet.
Good. Don't do it. You don't want to be single, Dav. Trust me, it's hell out there.
Yeah, you look like you're really suffering. What are you doing in France?
Oh, Mum asked me to come. She paid for the plane tickets.
Oh, Marie.
It's been planned for ages. A little birthday treat.
For who?
For me, of course.
But your birthday's in April.
Yeah, well, I wanted to wait until the weather got better. I don't want to come all the way over here and not be able to use the pool, do I? I want to go back with a tan.
Why didn't you ask me?
Ask you what?
Look, darling, it's nothing personal. It's just that we fancied a bit of mother-daughter time, you know.
I'm your daughter too.
Well, of course you are.
Where are the boys?
They're in bed.
Oh, of course, you're an hour ahead, aren't you? I keep forgetting.
No, we're an hour behind.
Oh, it's just that we wanted to teach them this song.
Yeah, Mum told me. How long have you been there?
What day is it today?
Sunday.
I flew in on the Monday, so 2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks?
Well, there's no point in her coming all this way for a weekend, is there? She might as well take her time and enjoy it properly.
It's a drinking song, really, but it's got the names of the parts of the body in it, so we thought it would be good for teaching the boys French.
But you don't speak French, nor does Mum.
No, but Antoine taught us this song and it's really fun. I think I learn better when I'm drinking wine. The words seem to stay in my head better. Now, how does it go? Come on, Mum.
How long are you staying?
Another 2 weeks. I was supposed to be leaving tomorrow, but Mum and Graham are having a barbecue on Wednesday, and apparently there's some really hot men coming.
The Cutters have got their son staying with him. He's called Dennis, I'm afraid, but he's actually quite dishy, though I shouldn't say so, far too young for me.
And there's a party next week at the town hall.
The Mary. It's not really a town hall, it's a bit posher than that.
That's right, the Marie, just like my name. So I thought, well, I have to stay for that, don't I? So I've changed my flights.
And Graham doesn't mind.
Of course he doesn't. He's got 2 gorgeous women lying around in their bikinis for the price of one. That's what I tell him. You got a drink, Marie?
Yeah, I helped myself to the Malibu off the trolley. I hope you don't mind.
Ma casa, su casa.
You see, she does speak a bit of French.
Well, I'm glad you've both been having a lovely time while I've been sitting here in the pissing rain with slime in my hair, worrying about money and trying to fix my marriage.
Oh, God, that does sound awful. Is it raining in your house?
Darling, we didn't know. We never said anything. You eat things all bottled up inside. It's very bad for you.
I never said anything because we haven't spoken in months. You're always too busy. I'm saying it now.
You must try and keep your chin up. Brave face. Count your blessings. At least you've got your boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are so lucky to be a mum, Dav. I'm so jealous of you sometimes, having little people to love. Oh, I haven't got anybody. What are they now? 3 and 5?
7 and 9.
Oh, can you believe it? They're practically teenagers. Let them be a comfort to you in your hour of need, darling. Youth is always such a tonic.
Don't go breaking my heart. Da, 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 da,
Who's that?
Oh, it's just the television Graham's watching.
Not, Mum. Don't be silly. It's Auntie Susan.
What?
She's singing again.
Auntie Susan?
Now listen, love, it's not what you think.
You invited Auntie Susan?
Yeah, she got here on Tuesday.
She's been very depressed.
Nobody knows this.
She doesn't sound depressed.
She's been drunk ever since she arrived, pretty much.
Well, that's because she's depressed. It's a symptom. I just thought she needed a bit of a break.
I don't believe this.
Where's everybody gone? Everybody, is anybody there? I found a lizard.
We're just chatting to Dav, Auntie Susan. Do you want to join in?
He's such a sweet little fellow. Oh, he's smiling at me.
Have you got your laptop?
No. Oh, yes I have. I was sitting on it.
Hang on, I'm just sending you the link.
Should she be drinking when she's on antidepressants?
Why not?
Isn't it dangerous?
Darling, stop worrying. She's fine, honestly.
Hello, Davinia. Oh, I can't make this bloody thing work. There's the camera. Oh, there I am, Davinia. Hello. I found a lizard.
There are lots of lizards here, Sue. They won't hurt you.
Of course he won't hurt me. He's my friend, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're a good lizard, aren't you? You want to be friends with Susan, don't you?
Is the lizard in your room?
Yes. Well, he looked lonely out there on the porch.
You mean the veranda?
So I brought him up to my room. I've been singing to him. I think he likes it. Can you feel the love tonight?
I don't think he does. I don't.
Marie, don't be so hurtful. Sue has a lovely singing voice.
I don't think lizards like being inside. I think she needs to take him outside again.
And I don't think you're an expert on lizards, Davinia. Frank and me, we've got a connection. I can understand him. He loves being here, and he loves me singing to him.
Who's Frank?
He wasn't so keen on Madonna, but he loves Elton John. Don't go breaking my heart. Da, 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 da.
Arthur loves lizards. He thinks they're tiny dinosaurs.
Oh, isn't that nice?
James prefers spiders and snails.
Marie, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I saw Graham in the nuddy.
What? When?
This morning. He went into the bathroom for his shower and he didn't lock the door. So I pretended I didn't know there was anyone in there. And I went in and I saw him in the nuddy.
Oh my God.
I think I gave him a bit of a fright. Oh, don't tell your mum.
No, of course not.
He's got a lovely bum.
Oh, that is gross. I think I'm going to puke.
Oh dear.
Poor Graham.
Oh!
What is it? What's the matter?
Frankie went right up my leg.
Who is Frank?
Where is he? Oh, he's gone. Frank.
Careful, don't squash him.
Oh, Frank.
Sue, be careful. Look, Marie, go and head her off, will you? Make sure she doesn't go head first down the stairs.
Why me?
Push it closer, quickly.
Fine.
Marie, is that my bloody shawl?
No.
Yes, it is. I've been looking for that.
It's mine. I brought it with me.
You thieving little...
Mum, wait.
What is it?
I've got something I want to say to you.
Oh, listen, darling, I know you're upset, but we're not leaving you out on purpose, I promise. We all love you very much. Marie and Sue, they just needed to be here right now. We're family, you know. Family's important.
Yeah, it is.
I knew you'd understand. You're a good girl, really. Now, I've got to go and
That's why I'm coming over.
What? When?
Tomorrow.
Well, that's a bit short notice.
I know, I only just decided. You've convinced me.
Well, what are you going to do with the boys? You can't mean you're leaving them with Steve. That's not very fair on him, is it?
I'm bringing them with me.
Bringing them with you? Now listen, darling, you know we'd love to have you all, but we simply don't have the room. Marie and Sue are in the guest bedrooms.
That's okay. The boys can sleep on blow-up mattresses on the floor. They'll love it. It'll be like camping.
And where will you sleep? On the veranda?
Oh, I won't be staying.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's no room for me in your house, is there? And you're right. I do need a bit of me time. So I'll drop the boys off with you. Then I'll drive down to Spain for a week.
A week?
Yeah, a proper break. That's what I need. Sun, sea, maybe even some sex.
But
You were saying how much you miss the boys.
well, I know.
And how youth is a tonic.
And it is, of course.
There you go then. 2 little tonics for you for a whole week. On me. How lovely is that? I bet I won't recognise you when I come and pick them up.
Look, now don't rush into anything, darling. Let's talk about this sensibly, okay?
I'll text you to let you know what time we'll be arriving.
I mean, I need to check with Graham. He might not want
The boys are going to be so excited to see their granny. I can't wait to tell them.
Will they call me Granny?
Just so you know, Arthur is allergic to anything dairy. Makes him throw up everywhere.
Look, but we've got the party at the Marie this week. What are we going to do about that?
James still wets the bed sometimes. Not often, just when he gets overexcited. I'll bring his plastic sheets with me just in case.
Plastic sheet?
Oh, but they're lovely boys, you'll see. So long as they've got their super soakers and their video games, there'll be no trouble. You'll have such a giggle.
Frank!
Mum, you need to get in now.
Look, darling, just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. We need to talk about this seriously.
Bad things are happening.
Look, 2 minutes, okay, 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Bye, Mum. See you tomorrow.
Is there more?
Oh, fabulous.
How much more do you need? No, there's no more. But thank you very, very